Yes. So, hi everybody, we're live. Heather did a double book with a doctor and with Jean, and didn't realize it. So, um, thank you, Jean, for being so gracious and allowing us to push our show ahead a half hour. Thank you so much, and thank you everybody for being here. And to welcome Jean back again. This is my third time on my channel. I think it is now, because we did crystals and you were on before when we did messages, and that was a lot of fun. So thanks for
It
coming
was
back.
a lot of fun. It was so much fun, Heather. I really enjoy spending time together, and
Oh,
it's very welcoming, very laid back, and pretty much like things just flow. I love the energy when I come and or whenever we're together. So,
thank you. And I got a new deck of Lenormands that came out, and I didn't realize they were going to incorporate some holiday images, and I wanted to share this with some people. Isn't that cute for the child card in time for the
can you make yourself big?
sure? I've shared some of these already with on one of my other little pop-ups,
Oh
but
my
there's
goodness,
the
that's
child card, and the star card is her putting the star on the tree. And this is one of my favorites because I've always loved the Coca-Cola bears for Christmas. And when I saw this, I was like, oh, he needs to a little Coca-Cola bottle.
that's a Lenormand deck.
Yeah, it's a little different because it is by it's the De La Nuit Lenormand. I have the tarot version, and they have like a more darker kind of gothic color scheme and
Oh.
kind of approach to some of their decks. This one here is just basically, your Lenormand. And when I saw the fox, I mean,
Mhm.
oh my goodness, how cute is that? I was like, oh, I have to get it. There were some cards I was a little disappointed in, but still it's a nice little deck. It just came out last month, and I thought I would bring that along for oh, and there he is. There's the
Aw.
card.
Oh, look, and he has the astrological lineup, the
I,
stars,
I
yeah.
I think they said in the book that's Cassiopeia that they put above him. I'm not sure why, but that's the little fox guy.
Oh, the
So
constellation. Yeah, everybody's saying it's so
yeah.
pretty. And how do you keep in touch with what's coming up new for your decks?
I well, I see what a lot of people, fellow readers,
Okay.
show sometimes on their channels, but because I do shopping on Amazon, Etsy is actually the one that I really go down a rabbit hole. I was up for like late last night sending all these links to Hershey, the Shadow Reaper, going,
Okay.
oh my God, look at this deck, and there are a lot of those beautiful indie decks, but they're like 50 to 60, $70. So it was just kind of like window shopping last night. But every now and then I'll come across like on Amazon, they'll, because they'll say, well, because you were looking at this, do you want to see this? And I'm like, and I'll go look up one thing, and then they'll put other things in there. I'm like, oh no. So, and I'm getting another deck today. Hopefully it'll be coming in, and I may get a notification during our show where I might have to just kind of, you know, shut my camera off for a little bit and run downstairs from the Amazon guy and grab it and bring it back up. So,
That's lovely. You
yeah.
have beautiful taste in your cards. They're also beautiful. And you never know what you're going to get, but I think I need to up my game for sure. I don't know. It's
We all
really,
have our
really,
tastes. We really
yeah.
do all have our tastes. I have a new deck, and I haven't been the greatest fan of, oh, this isn't it, of AI, and how it's kind of starting to pervade everything in our culture. But there are some really beautiful AI decks out there. And one of them is this one here. I'm just going to put this up again, and I will say hello to everybody in a second. But these were created with AI, and they're just absolutely stunning cards. The
They're
artwork. I mean,
they're
look at that.
gorgeous. Hmm.
And it's called the guiding or the path of. I can't even remember the name of the freaking cards. I'm just trying to get caught up myself.
So Teresa wants to know if you have an Amazon wish list on your YouTube channel.
um, I I kind of sort of do. I haven't really been there because I never know when I'm going to maybe nab something, but there is a deck. I'm not sure if it's on there, but I will revisit and see what I've got up there, because being art, sometimes I throw some art stuff up on there too. But a lot of the decks that I've really been falling in love with are the ones that are on Etsy that are the indie decks, where, because they're indie, people, are saying, well, if you really want these, you'll pay the 50, 60, $70. And I'm like,
Mm-hmm.
so, and then some of them, with the tarot, a lot of the ones that I love is just really the artwork, because of being an artist. Well, let me get myself here out of the big screen. And I have a certain taste of art, and there's some decks that will not, like the tarot, like the De Louis that I have. They don't put the traditional like pentacles and swords and things. Sometimes they'll just put a person, or they'll do like an image, and then they'll write down what they want to call, that card. And sometimes, you're kind of like, you kind of have to know, you really know on some of those decks, what tarot is, or you can just really look at them and use them as an oracle. And that's what I do too. So,
Oh,
hey,
nice.
Hershey, was your ears burning? I was talking about you just a second ago. But really quick, oh, hi, Deanne. Oh, my goodness, everybody. So, Heather's just been chatting. It's been a busy day. Hello, Wolf. Thank you for being here. I know Lady Silver did jump in earlier before Wolf. Um, so if you pop back in, let me know. We have Kaylee. That's Fogo Pogo. Hello, hello, hello. Hello, Anne. Good to see you. Hello, Patricia. Teresa. That's how my sister spells her name, Teresa, too. Yeah, last week was her birthday. My great grandmother was the 4th. My sister's was the 15th, and then mine is the 6th. I mean the 5th, and then mine's the 6th. And I got the most beautiful message from her. She goes, "You are my best 13th birthday present."
Oh my.
And because I came 13 years after my sister on the 6th, she's the
Oh
5th,
wow.
and then I'm the 6th. So that was just like really touching. I absolutely love that. Kind of brought me to
Wow.
tears. Hello, Rosanna. Let's see. I would love with Heather. I love. Wait a minute. What's this? The deck with that deck. Which one? The Lenormand or the other one? So I'm just gonna go ahead
I think it was the one with the fox.
with the fox.
Yeah, the Lenormand probably.
Okay. Can I ask what does? Okay, let me just go ahead and star that, and we can address that. It is Cassiopeia. Thank you, Kaylee. That's what the book said. Hello, Deb K. From not a familiar name. So I love seeing all of
I know.
Dean's friends popping in. Does the fox card hold the same characteristics? Um, Yes, and it's an interesting take on it too, because typically in the Lenormand, the foxes are about trickery and kind of like the trickster, kind of like like the fox in the hen house, kind of like it's not like the most positive card, but for me, with fox being one of my animal totems, for me, fox is not just that, but it shows people how to be cunning, how to be clever, how to be able to protect themselves, how to kind of like blend into a room and read on energies around people. I mean, to me, there's a balance. So I can understand, both concepts. So when I do a reading of like with a card like the fox, I'll also point out the positive, aspect too. So hello, Dion. Nice to see you, my dear. Sip, sip, everybody. Hello, Akila. Oh, and Priscilla and Heather maybe are here. Hi, ladies. Oh, I miss y'all. We're going to have to, New Year, start bringing everybody back again for a visit. Hello, Hershey. I was just telling Jean and everybody how I was sending you all those Etsy links last night to all these beautiful decks, and we were drooling all over them. I don't know if I said hello to Patricia. Hello, Thomas. Here, it's easier for me to do this. Hello, Leah. Hello, Lisa Keller. All righty, let me do. Yes, I'm looking forward to our chat too later. Okay, I see a question. I'm not sure, but let me just go down so I can And I do only have an hour with Jean today. We both have other um, events going on, other appointments. So, Heather, please share your Amazon. I guess I don't have one, Teresa said. Okay, now, okay. Here, I'll star that. Um, Hi, Gerald. Gerald just did a live with Amy for
Wow.
Warrior Princess. Um, so okay. Now, Leah, I don't do third party questions, but I'll Jean and I will take a look at your question, um, and we'll see. So right now I have 8 starred, and we only have a certain amount of time. So hello, Joan. Nice
Hi,
to see
Joan.
you here. Would love to have you on as a guest too, for the new year. Yes, they were making us draw. So I think we're going to get started. Questions are currently closed then, so that gives Jean and I enough time to be able to focus and spend enough time on everybody. And so Kaylee was up first, and I would love a reading. So we're doing holiday messages. So Jean, whenever you get your message and you want, you're ready, let me know. And I like my guests to go first. So we'll get
Sounds
started.
great. Sounds great. And it's Kaylee, right?
Yeah, Fogo. Her name is Kaylee. Actually, I'm just going to put you on the big screen because there you go.
So, Kaylee, I'm seeing a deer with antlers, and this is showing me that you are very inspired by nature and by woodland animals. I feel that your energy is very gentle and kind, similar to the spirit of the deer, and you are very gentle. You're quiet. And they just want you to know that this is a strength, that you don't have to be, uh, loud or showy or, you know, um, boisterous at all in order to have value. There's value in the quiet, strong silence that you have. I feel as though you're quite introspective, and they're also showing me a queen. There's the queen with the crown and the queen that has like the hood over her head and then the crown on her head. And it's actually like a from a regular deck of cards, that kind of a queen. So you are a matriarch in your family as well, and you are respected in your family and with your friends and family. They see you as the queen. I see that you have earned much wisdom in this world. So it's really beautiful that just the blending of the images that were coming through to sort of touch on your spirit there. And they just want you to know how valued and how important and how appreciated you are this time of year and all year round. You have a lot of loved ones around you that are here in this world, and a lot of loved ones around you that are now on the other side. And they're all just sending you so much joy and much warmth. Yeah, that's what I
Yeah,
got.
very much so. Nice. And I love when he said deer antlers because I have a set of my daddy's deer antlers right in front of me up on my altar along with the deer skull. So when you said the antlers, I looked up and go, oh, it kind of feels like also my dad saying hi too. So thank you for your question, Kaylee. That brought a little nice warmth to my heart.
Yeah.
Um, so Kaylee, um, I'm going to start with well, actually, no, let's start with the first cards. I did get the letter card, and the letter are about messages. Receiving a message you may have already received, or a message is coming, maybe that's unexpected, or something that you know is on your way and you're anticipating it. Um, I got the bouquet, and the bouquet is all about love and um, good tidings, and just because this is supposed to be like the according to the book, she is the bride, and instead of just throwing her bouquet to anybody, she's holding that on specifically for the person you're reading for. So it's for you. So there's a letter I think that you are maybe waiting for or hoping to hear for. And the way we change it like this, because I did get the mountain card, and mountains are about obstacles, so it's slow getting. There's a tiny little door here, and it's kind of hard to see, but tiny little people making it to the door, and they're going, "Oh my goodness, how are we going to overcome?" So you may be waiting to hear something, a letter coming, um, and I did get the scythe card, which means something is going to be coming. Either you are cutting ties or somebody will be cutting ties, something that needs to be removed from your life before you can continue through this gate into to continue on your journey. Something has to be removed, and that light is shining right on the heart. So this has to do something with the heart. And then the last card I got with that, I did get the messenger card. So again, there's another message. It's interesting. We start with the letter, which is something very specific, and we have the messenger, and this could be a person coming to talk to you, to deliver a message. Um, but from what I'm looking at, there may be a slight delay in getting the message, but something needs to be said or need to be removed, um, for this message to be felt, for this messenger to truly deliver the message. Something has to be removed. Maybe this could be like cutting ties or energy cords from yourself. And this letter that either you want to write and send, or you're hoping that someone will write to you and send, is coming your way, but there might be a slight delay in getting that. But just making sure that um, whatever it is that needs to be removed, that's no longer needs to be attached to you, is the message that's coming to you from the writer. So I know that was a little different than from what Jean had, but let me know, if you can, if any of that resonated with you. And thank you for letting me use my new cards. That was fun.
They're
It's always
beautiful.
always fun using new cards. Antlers are antennas. Okay, thank you, Leah. The deer has always been a strong symbol for me. Same
Great.
here. Um, let's see. Fatima, hello, my dear. So yes, Serena, that was a bit of a third party question that you had initially put. So we will be happy to do a holiday message for you instead. Thank you for understanding. Hello, this is Tom. Hello, Tom from Early Ritual. And so our next person up is Anne.
I
Oh,
think I think that she had a response to your card pull there. Fogo Pogo at three,
oh, it all makes
right
sense.
above there. Right above there, she says.
Oh,
Yeah.
really? Oh, here we go. Thank you. Because the chat jumps so fast. Start my high priest training next week, and also been working on my channeling with Tanis. Oh, so that might okay. So
That was the message, and
yeah.
that was the heartache, and that her
Mhm.
sister won't make it, and the messages are the channeling. That was
Yeah.
really good. Very
All right.
appropriate.
So her and I'll be hanging out a little bit later, so we can look into that a little bit more. So hello everyone in chat. So many, too many to name. I know, isn't that awesome? I love it when we have these nice chats, big full chats. So Anne, let's see. Can I ask what does mean when head hurts a lot? Does that mean spirit trying to connect with you? Um,
I would have to say no. It never hurts when spirit is trying to connect. So I would definitely take care of yourself and talk to your doctor and
mm-hmm.
take care of yourself as you normally would if that were to happen. But I don't ever get any type of pain The only if I'm in the middle of a reading and somebody is trying to tell me how they passed, I might get like a little pinch of something like in my back or in my leg or something like just it's something for me to notice. It's not pain. It's just something for me to notice, and I'd be like, oh, it must be a lung thing, or it must be a toe thing or something, whatever it is. But it's never painful. And but thanks for asking. That sometimes that
Yeah.
can be, yeah.
And I know some people have been experiencing some more, maybe some headaches or some lethargias because of all the different energies that are taking place with all the eclipses. I know people in our community have been talking about something called a Schumann level, with the amounts of, the releasing of the electromagnetic energy of things from the sun, that can affect, and with some people with ascending, it could maybe make people a little, tired, might make them maybe have a little bit of a headache. But if something is, you feel a lot of pain and you don't feel that's normal, always please go see your doctor. They're the first person that you want to go to with any health concerns. But thank you for being here, Anne. We appreciate you showing up and showing your support. And let's see, let's get back to questions. Joyful Journey, right now, questions are closed. If we have time, I'll go ahead and star you. Um, if we have time, we might. So, Lisa Keller, any messages that I need to know from my guardian angel and my spirit guides? Also from you, Heather, and Jean. Thank you very much. Okay. Let's see what deck wants to. And I'm going to go ahead and put Jean right into the big seat because she brings those messages in hot and fast.
So Lisa, they're showing me a twisting, almost like the double helix of our DNA. It's a twisting, but it also almost looks like a candy cane twist. So there is something that is twisting, but it's very gently twisting. It's very gently and sort of like those dancers that have they have a ribbon or a scarf or something that they have on the end of a stick, and when they go like this, it has like a spiral and a twist in it. So what does this mean for Lisa? They're saying that you have things coming towards you in many different directions. You feel perhaps pulled, or your attention is in many different directions. It's almost like there's a little bit of a whirlwind around. And obviously, with the holidays, there's much going on. But they said to enjoy this, that everything will sort of, it's almost like when you lift up your foot and there's nothing there, the step will come right underneath, so that when you put your foot down, it'll be there. It's almost like trust your momentum that you have with all the things that you're planning, that they're supporting you in all of your activities. Interesting.
Yes, thank you. So I'm just going to take Lisa's comment down. Lisa, I pulled from the Healing Heart Oracle, which I wasn't expecting to, but when certain decks want to be used, I have the Fearful Heart, and it's time to shine. And with this card, it's about, sometimes we've been hurt in the past where we kind of want to shut our hearts down. We're afraid to show who we really are. We want to share who we really are. Afraid to, love again. And at this point, this can also mean self love as well. So, not being afraid to showing the people that are in your inner circle who deserve to be there, not to hide that true, beautiful spirit of who you are, not to be afraid of that, because the people who are meant to be in your circle, who will love and appreciate who you are, they will be drawn to that beautiful light. So don't be afraid to show um, your heart, and be afraid to shine and be who you are with others. I also got the Curious Heart, which is embark on a great adventure. So I don't know if you are planning on wanting to try something new coming up soon, whether it's something new to study, a project, maybe just could be anything. For some reason, reorganization came into my head, like reorganizing like a closet or something. For some reason, that could be an analogy or a metaphor, but just starting a new project, embarking on a great adventure. And this could literally be, maybe wanting to go and visit some friends, or to take a trip or a vacation. But for me, it just feels like once you start shining your true light of who you are, and people get drawn to you, and they return that beautiful light with theirs, and that coaxes you out, and it gives you confidence to move forward and to go out and meet people, and to be with people, and to be able to enjoy being around people and being comfortable in your own skin. And the last card I have is the hurt heart. And this is you acknowledging that to your heart that, yes, I have been hurt. We have both been through a lot, but you are healing, and I see you, I feel your pain, and I honor everything that we've been through. So I think you have a beautiful ability to be very empathic with other people, because you have felt hurts and stuff so much, that instead of shutting down and being negative in return, you're more compassionate, you're more loving, you're more authentic with people, that when you feel their energy. So making sure that you honor the pain that you've been through too, and acknowledging that. And that's my message for you.
That was
Thank you.
beautiful.
And she did want to, Jean, can you explain a little more? Was that from my guardian angel, or my spirit guides, or from you?
I feel as though it was mostly your spirit guides, because they were talking to me very, sort of like on this level, and not as much of a higher vibration of an angel. It was mostly spirit guide information.
Very nice. Thank you. Thank you, Lisa, for your question. And we have Wolf. Can I get a reading from my guides or spirit, please? You sure can. And I'm being drawn right to this deck. And there goes Jean right back on there.
So, Wolf, I see that you're you have a lot of experience. You have a lot going for you. You have a lot of awareness. You have organization, and um, sort of like there's a knowledge there. There's a wisdom there that you have, Wolf, and they're just showing me that you are you listen to your guides, you listen to your guidance, you listen to your instincts, and sometimes you just need a little bit of validation. But you're new. I think that you find often when you do ask for messages that you already knew what the answer was. You just needed the validation, and this is you building that trust. And they're also saying that you might want to. You probably already have this. I feel like you are quite knowledgeable already and have a lot of experience, but you may want to consider picking up a pendulum of some sort and working with that if you don't already, because you do have really good instincts, and you are you're really good at listening to them. Mm-hmm.
Thank you. Say hi to Sandy. And really quick hello, Sandy from Bend, Oregon. My fella is from Southern Oregon, Jacksonville, and spent time in Bend. So nice to say hi and see another fellow Oregonian. I'm originally from New York, but my sweetheart's from Oregon. So nice to see you popping in. Thank you. And really quick also, Miss Tarot D has joined us. So
Hi, Miss Tara D.
yes, thank you for being here. And Wolf said, thank you, I will do that. And so
Excellent.
Wolf, for you, I pulled from my I keep on call it the Shining Light Path. I just love the artwork. Oh my God, Jean, wait till you see these cards. Everybody, the artwork in these cards. So the first card I have is moderation. And sometimes the screen doesn't really do it justice. but here's moderation. And what I love in this whole deck is that there is going to be a tiny little flame of light, this little flame.
Mm.
And in this, because they work with the Gita, I'll just say the Gita because I always have a hard time saying the Bhagavad Gita. Well, anyway, that's why I say Gita. And so they're explaining that it's the connection to your God source, yourself, moving past the ego and connecting again with that sacred spark that is all of us. And I have this beautiful path and to this light, and it says moderation. So what I'm feeling, and it might be because of being hurried during the holidays or feeling like I need to learn, I need to do this kind of like I want to learn so much. There's so much out there to learn, and you are making the effort. And I got the next card is effort, and all these beautiful prayer sticks and books. I just love the colors, and again, there's that beautiful little spark of light. So it feels like you are really trying to wanting to take in as much as you can as fast as possible, and wanting to develop and do so much. And I love how I got this message with Jean's pendulum, because maybe connecting with the pendulum would be able to help you direct and focus your questions and what it is that you want to learn. Because the last two cards I have is the mind and meditation. So taking time to slow down, don't put so much effort in, and allow things to develop, your abilities, your spirituality. Let things, and even the holidays with everything in rushing, just remember to take time to breathe, to relax, to light a candle, to meditate. um, and when you do that, you get wise action. Isn't that, this is like my favorite card, Jean. Look how beautiful those purples and pinks are
It
in
is
that
so
picture. Isn't that
pretty.
gorgeous? And
Hmm.
so wise action for me is that when you go into that meditation and you slow down and you relax, that's when the information starts to come. That's where you start to see the synchronicities, the symbols from your guides, your higher self, and you'll know which is the right action to take moving forward. So I hope that helps. And okay, visual thinker. I'm trying to remember again what your name is, sweetheart. I am so sorry. Um,
Sandy.
Sandy.
Yeah.
Sandy, questions are closed. I will put you on the list if we have time. Um, and Miss Tarot D said really quick, Jean, I love when you channel spirit. I can really see you spirit pulling out of body as if it's connecting to something else. It's very beautiful.
Oh, wow. Thank you, Miss Tara D. That's amazing.
And Wolf,
That's
yes. And Wolf says, yes, our readings did help very much. So thank you. You are so welcome.
You're welcome.
Okay, so let's see. Now Leah, now I'm going to show this question. I think for me, this is a third party. So for me, I am not going to pull cards on this. If you have any concerns, then that's something you may want to take up with family or with somebody. Jane, how would you word this? Is there some way we can word this to give her some sort of because I typically don't do questions like this, but I know some readers are more open to like reconstructing questions of this kind.
Mm-hmm.
What would you recommend?
Mm-hmm.
Should we just do an energy around her? Or, well, it's not really for her, it's for her grandson. So
Mm-hmm.
I would
Yeah.
really
Um,
appreciate
that
your insight.
I'm not exactly sure with this particular one, Leah. Maybe you can contact me privately. This way we're not airing somebody else's
Yeah.
laundry on. Yeah, that might be a little bit more,
Okay.
and that's mainly, I mean, that's a big part of why we don't do that is, because it's
It's
out on the
personal.
YouTube for
Hmm.
everybody to see forever. And I know sometimes it feels like it's just you and I or us, the family here together, but really it's out there. So we have
So,
to be mindful of that and respectful of that. Yeah,
okay. Thank you. Liz in awe, may I have a message of direction, please?
sure.
Alrighty. Sure. I'm going to mute myself.
So, Liz, what I'm being shown here is that um, you have an instinct. You have an instinct, and what they want you to do is to trust that instinct, that these crossroads are in our lives in order for us to build trust within ourselves. And making choices is not easy, but it is necessary in order to help us build the character and the confidence in ourselves. They say that you have an instinct, that you have a desire, but it's almost like you're afraid to make a mistake. And they say, don't be afraid to make a mistake, that the direction in which you feel is the best for you would be the one that they want to that they would recommend that you take. And the and trust. They're saying that you already know. They're saying that it's a crossroads. It's like a toss up, but you already know, um, and they really want you to trust your gut on it and do what you want to do. Do what's going to make you happy, not what other people might think or what it might look like to other people. Um, and that's the direction in which they're saying.
Okay. Thank you. So, Liz, I pulled from the Healing Waters Oracle deck. And first of all, I got really pulled straight to the healing waters. So making sure that you are getting plenty of water. I know during the holidays, we love to feast and drink and be merry and all that good stuff. But, this is really a good message, I think, for everybody to make sure that we balance our diets with making sure that we're staying hydrated properly with plenty of water. Um, so, with that being said, it feels like you are on a journey for healing transformation. um the card that I have is Isle of Avalon, which I love because I feel like I have past life on Avalon, so I really connect beautifully with these cards. It says healing and returning to wholeness and transformation. So one of the beautiful things about water is that you can do personal prayers and energy into water before we consume it. Dr. Emoto had a book. Masaru, I believe, might have been his first name. He's passed. He's in spirit now, but they did studies where when they would do beautiful songs or prayers or mantras or put beautiful images next to water and crystalline energy forms, that the crystalline energy would create these beautiful snowflake like shapes, and where negative or painful or hurtful words or images, it would become distorted. So it shows how strong our energy is and how we can affect water. So being really mindful, making sure you're drinking water, even saying or adding additional prayers or positive affirmations into your water, and any and all food too. But it's focusing really on the water. The next card I have is the Mist. And so it's saying to trust your inner compass, be led from within. So if something, this transformation, this returning to wholeness, you may feel like you're a little lost, but listen to your intuition, listen to that inner compass. I love how it's kind of hard to see, but she's got these multiple layers of images and just this beautiful light. And I love this like pathway. But the light is streaming right through the mist, seeing through the veil, opening your heart and allowing your intuition to guide you. And the last card I have is the King Tide, which is receiving the fullness of life, plenty and prosperity. So during this journey, connecting with your own inner compass, listening to your intuition, and trusting in what you feel. Cards are great to help us validate, but we need to learn to remember that we can listen and trust our own intuition, listen to what our body says, being quiet enough where we can listen to our guides and allow them to also to help guide us. But trusting in ourselves is so important, especially these days. And by doing that, you will feel that sense of prosperity, of that plenty, because I know during this time too, we feel like there's a lack because of having to buy gifts for everybody and going to, parties, this and that, that we may feel like, but know that everything that you have, you are plenty enough who you are. You're plenty enough of what you give to people. Um, you are enough. Is that beautiful statement? I am enough. And so that is my reading for you. I do live by the sea. Oh, that is beautiful, Liz.
Wow.
That is wonderful. She says, thank you, Jean. Really have to dig deeper. I'm quite confused with my homebound illnesses. Okay, Dr. Emoto was way ahead of his time, so you know who he is. Wonderful. And you do live by the sea, so you can go to it. That's beautiful. The water is so powerful, so purifying, so cleansing. Um, yeah, I live by, I'm in Niagara Falls, so there are days when I go to the water, I just sit and I put all my worries into a stone or stick or something. I give it to, the river, and just, to take it, and give it to Mother Earth. So very beautiful. And hello, Craig. Good to see you, my friend. Thank you for popping in. So Serena would like a holiday message, she said, in place of the other one.
Okay.
Let's see, what do I want to use for Serena?
So I feel as though it's important for you to tend to yourself, almost start building your resources around you, um, like having not necessarily material things, but spiritual things, and things that you can rely on when you need them. Uh, Things that I just feel you're building uh, energies around you, perhaps even your auric field, perhaps even your balancing your chakras. I feel as though it's important for you to build the energy from within and around you. And it could also be like an aromatherapy or maybe sound healing, like maybe even putting up a wind chime or getting a singing bowl, or it's very much in the etheric kind of intangible space there. But it's things that you are going to be building so that you can rely on them at a later point. And it's almost like you have left some of your energy and your comfort behind, and they want you to build this and to support this and to work on strengthening this.
Beautiful. Okay, so Serena, I'm going to show you the bottom cards first, and this makes sense. And I reshuffled, and one of the cards, same cards came out, and you'll know what this is, sweetheart. So this is you. She came up again. I pulled from the Lenormand. Um, there are some things I know in your personal life that you have just recently gone through. Um, there's the heart card and there's the anchor. So right now it's really good time to really anchor into who you are. Um, you've made your move. You're stepping forward. Get anchored into who you are. Get anchored into the ground. Get anchored into Mother Earth, And I'll start next with Mother Earth because I did get the tree card. And I love in this deck that for the tree, they put like a little gnome or elf door into the tree. And the trees are about, security, getting grounded, health, prosperity, abundance too. So right now, just really getting grounded. And I love that this is a door into the tree. So it's coming into your own. It's reestablishing your connection, not just to Mother Earth, but to yourself as well, getting grounded. I did get the ship card, and it's, you're moving forward with your life. There's kind of like a bit of a stormy cloud over here, but you're moving away from that. And the last card I have, I just love. It's the moon. And look at that beautiful dolphin that's jumping over the water. And this is about tapping into your creativity, with
Uh-oh.
your, woo, connecting with your intuition. Well, that was interesting. So I guess Spirit wants you to pay attention to that. And I just saw your first intuitive class. That's awesome. So
Oh,
this is like you jumping into new waters. This is your subconsciousness. You're exploring your intuition. This is cards about creativity, and with the moon too, that beautiful connection with the divine feminine, your intuitive high priestess energy. And the dolphins are very playful. So tapping into what you love to do creatively. Is you're saying you're doing your intuitive class. So doing everything that makes your soul sing, that makes your little dolphin, jump in the water, that playfulness. So that's what I have for you, Serena, my dear.
beautiful.
Okay, and we are at 419. Do we have
Yes.
time for one? Okay.
Yeah.
So joyful journey. Let's first find out if you are still here. I'm going to do a quick sip. And
Yeah.
if she,
Joyful. Is her name Jen? Joyful Journey. Let us know if you're still here.
because if not, I do have one other person, visual
Well,
thinker. So you know
visual
what?
thinker. Uh-huh.
Mm-hmm.
So either one, whoever is here, let us know. Let us know
Yes.
who's here.
So
Sometimes. Mhm.
Go ahead. I was just going to say visual thinker. If you're still, that's you said Deb, right?
No,
It's
Sandy.
Sandy. Why do I want to keep calling you Debbie? That's very interesting. Sandy, are you still here? But with this question, I don't do health questions, but I can read on the energy of.
Mhm.
And if, yep, she is here. Okay, so what I can do is do like just an energy reading. But I'm not a doctor, so I don't do readings on health related questions, specific ones.
Mhm.
So I'll leave Jean on how she wants to pick up energetically on your question, or unless you want to sit out, whatever you're comfortable with, Jean.
Mhm. No, we can definitely do an energy reading for her.
Okay. Put you over here.
So, visual thinker, they're saying for you to invite your angels, invite your the masters, the oral surgeons from the other realms to come and help assist your procedure there, and ask your angels to come and help protect you. And to maybe, I don't know if they can, you can have crystals in your pocket, but they want you to have this. For a peace of mind, mostly because they're telling me everything's going to turn out okay, and that they want you to, it's your concern over the situation um, that is what they want to tend to, what they want you to tend to, um, and all the support, all the angels, all the crystals. You're still. I understand that it is it's something that makes you nervous, and understandably, but they just want you to um, hold hope, hold positive thinking,
Hmm.
hold well thoughts, and optimism as much as you possibly can. And your visual thinking, ask your angels to come in and um, and comfort you and protect you.
Hmm.
And they want you to try and keep yourself busy by thinking of something else. Try not to dwell on it too much. I mean, I just go for a cleaning and I'm like, oh my gosh, what are they gonna do? I mean, it's such an intimate spot in our on our bodies, and it's such an invasive thing. Um, and they just want you to try and to listen to binaural beats or listen to meditations, something that you can calm your mind and almost like go into another state of mind or a meditative state before you even go, so that you're very, very calm and you can allow the professionals to do what they need to do. Yeah, that's what they're recommending. But all the best to you, Sandy.
Yes. So Sandy, thank you. Sandy, if you have any crystals, I love for something like this, a nice grounding stone, like a hematite or a black tourmaline or a smoky quartz. If you have crystals for like being calm, I love anything that's like a rose quartz, a soft blue or pink calcite is very good too for calming as well. And if you don't have any of those, and you might have a quartz, quartz is perfect too because we can program quartz to do anything that we needed. We ask its help for. Um, so what I did pull was overflow. You are overwhelmed and feeling anxious, but this card too of overflow, of overwhelm and plenty, knows that you do have all that beautiful guiding light from your guides, your angels coming around you. You may feel like you're overwhelmed, but you have plenty of your spirit team, your ancestors, whoever you call to guide you through this, including your higher self, because they're like, listen, you are resourceful. I got the horned cactus. So grab that, that fear by the horns. You are very resourceful. You know your meditations, affirmations, relaxations. Know that things are going to come out for the most what's that phrase that we all love to use for our affirmations? Everything will come out for the highest good possible, for the highest outcome for everybody involved. And I did get a covenant, also sacred contract. So that means that your guides are with you to help you through this. You're not going through this alone. And I was going to end with that, but I was just like, no, I'll pull another card. And this is so cute. I'm glad I did. I got benefactor. So while
Oh,
you're in that seat, you do have grace and generosity around you. So you have the grace of spirit of your guides, your angels. They're going to be around you and guiding you through this process. So just try to, not just try, but do, relax, breathe. I had to have 5 teeth pulled in one day, and I had braces put on 2 days later. So I understand, going into a dentist and going in, I just knew that my grandma was with me. I knew that I was asking my angels to be with me, my cousins, my aunts that were in spirit. So, they said, you have this. Grab that fear by the horns and just look at it and I say, we're going to be okay. I'm going to be okay. We're going to get through this. And, things will work out. So you're feeling calmer already. And I love pink quartz, rose quartz. I mean, it's such a beautiful, calm, and loving stone. I have one of those pieces here with me. Anything with blue calcite, turquoise, but especially calcites. Calcites have such a soft, gentle energy to them. It's just, they're really beautiful and they're very calming and really deep earthy stones, if you have them as well, especially like smoky quartz and hematite and all that good stuff. So, oh, and okay, yes, I get it. Um, I was like, don't forget the amethyst too. So if you have any amethyst, amethyst is a great healing and calming quartz as well. So yeah, I'm a crystal person, so my crystal cluster just yelled at me. So they do talk to me occasionally. So hello, Cher Brian. We are actually just finishing up. But I believe Miss Jean here is a very busy lady, and you got some shows coming up where she can come in and ask
Yes.
a question at one of your shows.
Yes, Wisdom Seeker Joan and Terry Suzuki from Kigaru Spiritual Journeys and myself will be on later this evening at 7 p.m. Eastern. And tomorrow I will be on with Marina. And I believe that's I don't have my schedule up, but I'll be on with Marina tomorrow as well. So mhm.
Alrighty. And Sandy says, I have lots of crystals. That's why I was like, awesome. And she says she's feeling calmer already. Thank you. You're welcome, my dear. So everybody, actually for me, I have my investigative tarot on Wednesday with Hershey the Shadow Reader and Jackie's Crystal Moon. I'm not sure if we're going to be doing part 2 of the Delphi case or if we're going to be moving on to a different one. And then I have Friday nights with Allison, regular time at 8 o'clock. So looking forward to seeing everybody hopefully at one of those shows. And again, thank you, Jane, for being gracious and letting me adjust the time as always. And everybody have a great rest of your week. And remember to breathe. I was at Walmart today and I had to keep saying, breathe, breathe. So sending
That's
all
right.
that love and light out to everybody. Have a good one, everyone.
Bye, everybody. Thanks,
Bye.
Heather.
Thank you,